Yo, what's up? Hold up, check. All right, give me a second. So, yeah, my mic is on. Let me turn up my volume a little bit. Check. All right, yeah. All right, now the volume's looking better. Okay, cool. So, I just want to put this out here. The fact of the matter is that tomorrow there's actually this event going down. Let's actually go to take a look at that. And the fact of the matter is that I've recently tweeted, right, a lot of these alternative party leaders, right? Yeah. I'm also going to put people from Democrats and Republicans in this further tweets that I send out. It'll all be documentable. You can look this up yourself. A lot of these groups are about to have an event on February called like something for world peace, but how are you going to fix overseas when you ain't fixed home yet? You know, tomorrow there's a protest going on regarding Drag Queen Story Hour. And we have two groups here in the United States that are facing off with their own problems and issues, right? And, you know, they are in the same cultural framework as us, right? They're Americans. You want to go and meddle around in China and Russia and all this other stuff. You don't really know Russian or Chinese people like that. You know what I mean? In fact, y'all be excluding Asian Americans from y'all peace events. You know what I mean? Also, to tell you the truth, the amount of Asian American inclusion that I've seen actually within this drag queen story hour, I think is questionable uh, from both sides. But that's a side issue, and hopefully that helps open your eyes to some of the hypocrisy that's going on both sides. It is what it is. Anyways, let's move on. So, putting out my official position piece for tomorrow, right? I know a lot of these cats, they know I'm gonna fight for what I believe in. And really, how much of this fight is my fight? I'm not lesbian, not gay, bisexual, or trans. And man, all these people, you know. Anyways, let's get to the business at hand. So the fact of the matter is that I have had conversations with people on both sides of this to an extent. Really, I'll have to tell you the truth is that let's go back and check again. We can see that Guardians of Divinity have actually replied to me. All right. They also have a tweet that shows that I understand because I would like to invite you to my channel to talk about what you want or change regarding this drag queen story hour thing. Right. There's a possibility for compromise here or negotiation. Right. I know that the people who are protesting the some of the concerns I think are valid, but I think that there might be unfair um, pressure placed on the drag queen community when we can see, for example, right? You want to talk about grooming, which actually happens outside of the trans, and you know it happens within their community as well. It happens in all the communities. Okay, here we see most famous, infamous female teacher sex scandals. I believe the almost all these were born women. Okay, I don't think they're gay, right? Might be, but most of them have been actually sleeping with um, male boys, I believe, right? I know this one has, right? These are well-known stories. So the thing is that, right, we look at these predators, and these are conventionally attractive women, not even necessarily trans. They might be, I don't really know, but conventionally attractive women that were, you know, most people would accept, right? There is actually, I believe, one black female on this list. So are we going to, right? And most of them are blondes, right? Are we going to start banning conventionally attractive blonde women from story hour time and not allow women who look like this to make to read stories to kids? We don't see that happening. Look, grooming is happening, right? Catholic priests. There's a lot of disturbing things going on in all levels of our society, not just, right? Yeah, not just within, you know. So some of the things that Guardians of Divinity, when I go to their actual page right here, right? I do also want to address some comments by my man Christopher Leon Johnson in a moment. I have a lot of respect for his work. I have a lot of respect for, you know, a lot of people out here. I just give them respect for what they contribute. Right? People might criticize, and I see the criticisms too, but I'm a fan of their work. And so let's go to Guardians of Divinity right here. Let's take a look. I believe they are the ones being attributed with you know, doing a lot of the Guardians of Divinity. I believe they're being credited with a lot of the protest type of thing. Yeah. Okay. And just word out to Guardians of Divinity, right? I know you feel like fuck Antifa. That's some Antifa, right? Not you can't paint all anarchists the way that what these who the people who are fighting against you. I believe that they are a fake Antifa. To tell you the truth, yeah, that's just me though. No one gets to say that Antifa who's in it and who's not. That's real. So some of the things here, right? Yeah, are why drag queens? Why not drag queens? So I can't agree with everything that's being postulated by them, but one of the things that you could see this book right here that they bring up, right? They believe, as do I, right? Yeah, that this book is not really appropriate to read to children that are necessarily like 8, 7, right? Yeah, you got like hard-ons. You got women with no clothes on. You got full frontal nudity, including, right, multiple penises. You know, there's a time for that, and that discussion doesn't have to happen with kids that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and sexualizing them. I think that that's really not appropriate. That's just me, though. I'm not here to tell parents that they can't have that conversation with their kids earlier, right? Kids are developing earlier now. We know that there's chemicals in our water that are affecting us and stuff. So, it's up to the parents to really decide what's appropriate for their own kid, and hopefully that kid can, the kids should also have a opportunity to be a part of in the conversation as well. Really, right? Yeah, they're the ones being serviced. They're the ones we're doing it for the kids. How about listening to the kids? Asking them what they think of the situation and what they want, right? This is as someone who actually is, I'm also an advocate for the kids as well, straight up, right? I don't really get involved with some business because I don't want to be around, right? Yeah, there's a gap in everything, but for real, y'all say you're doing it for the kids. Nah. When the kid got arrested in front of the I am sympathetic to you know, recently at an anti-vax thing, I think that they were also attending regarding the divinity. There was a young child who got put into the back of a police car. I think that's just too much. But let's go back to this issue at hand. So the fact of the matter is that this book over here, I feel like there's some worries about the books that they may be reading to the kids. There's no reason why. Well, I understand what people say, like, look, they're trying to censor us. They're just going to try to make us look bad, whatever. But from the materials that I've seen, right, if I go to actual New York Public Library, right, okay, Drag Queen Story Hour in New York City. Okay, yeah, there was a shooting recently. Yep, there's real stuff going on here. There's a real potential. Things have been escalating around this situation. There's been an invasion in the home. People have been arrested. Things are really getting serious at this point. So let's take a look at this is Portland, Queens. Okay, Vlad. Okay, Drag Queen Story Hour in New York City. This is going to be quite controversial, but let's take a look at actually, so here we see some activities going on, okay, if they are going to, let's see, it's easy to take a room full of children and force them into, getting their hair done by a drag queen. I'm not mad at that, you know what I mean? Sometimes, right, yeah, we shouldn't exclude them from things, but do this event for adults. And see how many people show up. I mean, do it for adults. Do the right. I understand that you want to normalize, drag queens, but why are you taking, right? You want to do hair and stuff? Have a day where adults come in and get their hair done. How about that? Anyways, and this is really, right, the inclusion is always an Asian female, and it's not really these people over here, right? Yeah, black and brown lives matter, Asian lives don't, right? We're to be the consumers of the products. That's all. There's a certain amount of racism going on within the whole progressive left, and, right, yeah, right, Asian females only, right next to the, you know what I mean? Yo, come on, yeah. Y'all say you're against racism. Are you really? Are you really? Anyways, I'm going off into a side event, but let's watch, right? Are they actually involved with twerking or, what books? If they're not reading books
Or
that
the
are really
party,
problematic,
or maybe something else where you have to look really extra spiffy. That's, in my opinion, a form of doing drag because it's not how you normally look. And this is not how I normally look. But when I do my drag, this is how I look.
yeah, they do. There is a right, normal women on the street, right? If you saw a woman dressed like this, you'd be like, they do go above and beyond, yeah? Like they're dressing for an event. Rooster wore skinny jeans. I have to look at the thing that doesn't look. What is going on here? Okay, here I see some. Okay, so there's just a some kind of animal doing a split, right? Yeah. Hey, look, they may be selecting and choosing the Dragtivity book. Okay. Are so they are okay, so look, the things they're reading could be good or could be bad, and this is true not just of Drag Queen Story Hour, but all story hours of for all children, right? There should be some amount of community, especially where children are involved, right? Where the community gets to review, right, what books are going to be read at the event. So if they're going to be reading the book like over here at presented by Gardens of Divinity, I understand the reasons for, right, where there's this book was happening to me, right? And then you see full frontal nudity and people with hard-ons and stuff, being shown to children that are like 5, 6. I would be concerned, and I would say, you know what, I really don't really approve of that. I really don't, right? But but it's not up to me. And it's not up to Eric Botcher. It's not up to the Gardens of Divinity. It's not up to the other group. What's they called again? United Against Racism and Fascism, right? Yeah. Which are they really against racism? I have my own questions about that. But it's not up to any of us. It's up to the community. And it's up to really the kids who are attending that event and the parents who are attending that event. And it's up to them. And really, right, they're the ones who get to choose, not us. But we can make it's okay for you to protest. And it's okay for you to show support. It's okay for both ways. Now the thing is that I'm reaching out right to the to both groups, and you could see that the Gardens of Divinity got back to me, and it's true, one of the members did get arrested. So they're dealing with some heat right now. So, and they're going to be in their feelings when they go to this event tomorrow, and I'm very concerned about the escalation that's going on. You can see that I reached out to Unite Against Racism and Fascism. They're not getting back to me. They are not. I got an email from someone else who might be a supporter. I'm not going to reveal their email address or anything like that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I have I'm gonna actually. I haven't read it yet. Okay, I'm going to actually address right. Yeah. There's actually email just got sent to me. I'm not going to reveal their identity. Okay, but I will actually read the email to you live because I just copy and paste into this notebook document, notepad. Okay. I'm going to share this on the screen. Now, some of the people, right, you're not going to be able to come to an agreement with. It does happen. Okay, so you should actually do some research in the history of drag and see it's been around for a really long time. I'm not denying that. I do actually say that, gay and trans stuff have been occurring, right, through different cultures and across time, right? Not just so. It is a phenomenon that is part of the human experience. I do believe that. Like early on theater performance, it was all men, so it was men dressing as women hundreds of years ago. Can't deny that. That's true, right? During Shakespeare's time, that is absolutely true, right? But that's from a Eurocentric point of view, right? Yeah, that's what the education teaches us. Do I know about drag really in the Asian community? Not so much. But do you even care? Okay, let's go on. I feel a little defensive because they're attacking me too in this email, to a certain extent, but you know they're actually having discussions. So hopefully this is the Unite Against Racism Fascism people. Not sure. It didn't come from their direct email. Someone's contacting me, trying to talk to both sides here. They act like it's some new thing because Fox News told them to be angry. How do you know that? Have you talked to them? How do you know that? That might be true for some of them. Is it true for all of them? That is dismissive and disregarding. Drag Story Hour in New York City specifically has been going on for 5 years. Why did Guardians of Divinity only show up now? That's a good question. And also, why is Tulsi Gabbard talking about this all of a sudden? I think that we're being manipulated to work against each other. This hasn't been a problem for exactly. And you know, I am very concerned about the trans community, right? Not even so much the gay community, the trans community themselves being, this happens to Asian Americans a lot. When black people start to rise up, right? Then the media starts to show, oh, look at the Asian people pressing the black people. You are being targeted for, for further violence. I recognize that being Asian American. I do recognize it. We call them Nazis because little Nazis have showed up to shut down Drag Story Hour. It's because some people showed up that were bad. You're choosing to paint the broad brushstroke and say they're all Nazis. That is not cool. Because some black people do, have committed crimes. They must all be bad. What is this shit? I'm sure some of the people on their side, right, are extreme and should be, should be condemned. But there's also people possible on the other side are also extreme and should be condemned as well too, where no one is safe from criticism or review or accountability. Neither side. And we have to really look at the issues at hand and really have a discussion about it instead of saying anti-gay, this kind of thing, or, groomers, right? Yeah. Unless there's real solid evidence, right? Yeah, that these particular events are actually, right, have groomerism, which is very possible, right? It's also possible, right? I mean, it's been going for 5 years. You don't think maybe even one groomer slipped in? They slipped into the Catholic Church. They slipped into, once again, right? I'm showing this picture. There is some conventionally attractive women. They're all over. It just doesn't mean just because you are trying to support trans people, which is a laudable, and I am there to support that community, right? But it doesn't mean that there is none of it going on. Doesn't mean that they are above review. So some of them, there's a neo-Nazi named Jovi Vol that, I don't know Jovi Vol, who showed up to a drag story in Midtown the same day that Guardians of Divinity showed up to do the same thing in Staten Island. The coordination, that's actually when people are coordinating activities, are they coordinating, right? This is kind of like getting bigger and bigger, right? People getting shot, right? Bricks getting thrown through windows here in New York City. People getting arrested recently, events. Things are heating up in an uncomfortable way. It is time for us to have a discussion. It is time for us to start talking and to stop finger pointing and labeling. Yeah. Oh, you're trans, so you must be this. That's whack. Oh, you're someone who is a Nazi went to your event, so you must be a Nazi. I'm not down with that at all. If they don't want to be called fascists, maybe they should stop doing things that little fascists do. That's a real, I've heard that before, right? They meaning black people, you know what I mean? They meaning, right, others, right? Yeah, who you're all broadly lumping into one category and saying, oh, look at this Jovi Vol person, so they must all support Jovi Vol. I bet you there's a lot of people who have no idea who Jovi Vol is. NCSC 131, I never heard of this shit before. They also showed up to shut down a Drag Story Hour. Proud Boys, Patriot Front, and another White Lives Matter militia showed up armed to shut down a Drag Story Hour in Ohio. How about instead of talking to them, how about instead talking to me? I know they white. I know, right? Yeah, Jovi Vol's probably white. Why are you only talking to the white ones? How about talking to someone like me? Right? Yeah, I'm talking about peace and bringing it together. You can't do that, can you? Think about it, right? Yeah, you point at the white ones, right? Look at that one, look at that one, look at that one. Why don't you ever point to someone like me? I want to know. Are you really anti-racist? I have a question about that. Let's continue on. And the argument of we have gay members is a classic deflection. It's true. I've met them at other events. I have. I have really met the people, and being gay made them kind of outcasts, and they suffered a price for that. And I was there by their side, and I was like, I thought it was weird Republicans for Trump and stuff. I mean, I've seen these individuals at events, and they are kind of like excluded from some of the group, yeah, as they are in all groups, right? Catholic Church, once again, the regular school system, right? Hiring these conventionally attractive women, right? Yeah, discriminating. It happens all everywhere in all communities. In fact, whoever the person sent me the email is, I bet you at your workplace there's some kind of discrimination going on. Are you saying anything about it, or are you keeping your mouth shut? I'd like to know. Hey, I am a sympathetic. We're going to continue on. And we have gay members. There were black slave catchers. That's true. There were Jewish Nazis. That's exactly. Exactly. You can't just give anybody a pass, right? I understand people are trans, and if they're doing solid work, then back them up. I don't know yet, so I'm asking for more information. I'm asking for a conversation. That's all. I'm not saying that I'm against this event. I'm not saying I'm for this event. I'm saying that we need to really have a conversation and find out, right, and address the concerns on both sides. The legitimate concerns, address them. Don't just say some of them are, actually the way that they are avoiding some of the stuff is raising my disbelief in this side. And that's disappointing. I want to help drag people and trans people be accepted and not be discriminated against. You know what I mean? Julia Germanota, the trans woman against Drag Story Hour. The trans woman, okay, was literally an accomplice to driving a car. Who is this? Juliet Germanota. I bet you she's white. Let's take a look. Yeah? They will never talk about someone like me, right? Yeah? Someone who's a minority who understands their push is being pushed to the side. What they want to hear from is the white person that they give you. Were they on Fox News or something? Probably, right? Yeah? You the one watching Fox News. You the one... Watch this. I'm gonna look them up. They probably are on Fox News. You the ones watching Fox News. How about watching other content providers who are saying reasonable shit? Okay, let's see. What is this? What was that name again? Juliet Germanoda. Okay, never heard of this person. Listen, like there's trans people I talk to. I want to shout out Salon Manager Brandy, the co-chair of the DSA in New York City. Let's see. Okay. They would want to kill me, blah, blah, blah. Drove through a crowd of Black Lives Matter protesters. Holy shit. What? There was a passenger, right? Yeah, not the driver, but still, that's not cool. Wow. Okay. Yo, this is really heating up. Yeah? Look, the people getting involved here, this is not cool. I am not for driving over Black Lives Matter protesters. I wasn't there at the time, though. I don't know what happens. But, yo, this is really freaking disturbing. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the, thing over here. Okay. The trans woman against... I didn't know that was a trans woman. Okay. Was literally an accomplice driving a car into a crowd. I just looked that up. Into a crowd of people in Times Square. Yeah, that's... An accomplice... She was a passenger, it says. The person who was on the driver's seat is the person responsible for that driving over people in Times Square, not the passengers. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's too much for me. They aren't just your average concerned citizen. They've been groomed into the far right and don't care about anyone else. I would say their worst critics are saying the same thing about y'all, right? Y'all have been groomed into like this drag queen story stuff, and they don't care about anyone else. That's not true for either side. I don't think so, personally, right? It's really dumb to say you're an ally to the trans and queer community if you're trying to both sides this topic. Yes? One side just wants to exist, and the other side wants them eliminated from society. How do you expect to compromise with people who want to murder you? Is it the normalization? No, that this is that's my own notes. Okay. There seems to be a denial. Anyway, so look. I could even send them a DM, right? Yeah, I could say, look, do you guys feel like Some of them do feel like trans people shouldn't exist. And there was actually another email that was sent to me. I believe that's coming from the other screen. Okay. Let's, all right. So, there was actually another video that was sent to me by the same person. And I'm going to share that in a second. Now, this is, I believe, the person who got arrested. And this person is actually the most extreme. Commenters cheered it on, blah, blah, blah. Ban transphobic conspiracies. This guy is probably, I think, the most extreme of the examples. And this is the one they're choosing to highlight.
It's just sick. Some wild, creepy shit. They lucky they're doing this in 2022. If they did this in 1995 when men were men, they would have got that face broken.
Okay, that's too far, and I don't really care for the way that he's presenting the material. And now am I going to be called a Nazi because I am, right? I'm not for this shit. But he's the most extreme one, you know what I mean? I could take the most extreme black person and say, you know what, do you want black people in our event? Look at how crazy they are. Don't you recognize how problematic this type of shit is? Right? By taking one member of their community and saying that that represents all of them? This is classic bullshit. And really, it's a big turnoff. Look, y'all gonna make this event where the little kids are going hot, right? Instead of talking like adults, right? Y'all want to stand on your... They're trying to kill all of us. Maybe this guy is not really cool with it, with gay and trans people. Are all of them like that? I can't believe that. But anyways, to give some credence though, there's someone named and I'm a big fan of his, Christopher Leon Johnson, and he says that look, I'm a big fan of his. He's actually a black Republican, and he actually hates Guardians of Divinity. He hates them. They are trash, and stay away from them. We want them all gone, right? Yeah. He hates, right? The Guardians of Divinity say that they're not homophobic, but called Wendy Garcia a she-male in a homophobic way at the now the thing is that, right, the trans thing and the homosexual thing are different, okay? Like was actually presented in the letter that was emailed to me, right, before, right? There were men who were dressing as women who were actually straight, right? And this was done for theater reasons or other things, right? So it's actually anti-trans, not necessarily anti-gay. There's a lot of, right, weird things being, and there probably is an element of anti-gay thought within a significant number of the people who are attending the event. But then there's also people that are not for that. But notice who they want to focus on and who they want to, you know, there's some people that are out here calling for peace. And some of those people aren't whites, but that's not who they want to hear from. That's fucking bullshit. So I put a tweet to, let's see, my own thing. Yeah. Okay. And I made some tweets recently, and I'm encouraging them to come together and to have a conversation, right? Yeah. I can't even find my own tweets. Can I? Okay, profile. Oh, let's go over here. Okay. So here you could see. Did my tweets even post? Yes, they did. Okay. Y'all talk about world peace. How are you going to fix overseas when you ain't fixed home yet? Tomorrow there's protests going on regarding drag queens. How you can fight for peace or not. By discussion, we can address some of the concerns that protest organizers have versus labeling them anti-gay and using that to disregard them. I'm hoping we can talk and reach positions of agreement before tomorrow's event. Right? Let's address some of the concerns, right? If the problem is the material that's being read, let's put those fears to rest. If the problem is that the, you know, give some, and, you know, I'm not saying you have to give up on all the points, right? But if they're saying that they're concerned that the drag queens will be twerking at the event in front of, like, you know, young children, which they feel is inappropriate, maybe you're going to do that, maybe you're not, but make it clear and say, you know, let the reasons be known why. And have a discussion. You know, really, I have a feeling that a lot of, and I'm not saying they're wrong to feel, right, after people got shot in Colorado, I'm not saying they're wrong to be having fear, but fear makes you not necessarily always think straight, right? So I'm extremely troubled by the way that people are being labeled, right? Yeah, and the way that they're using. We're going into the honestly, Jackson Heights is actually a gay stronghold in New York City. I would say also the Villages, right? Yeah, there's certain people where the gay community has really congregated, and I see like problematic behavior arising on both sides, right? I'm not going to pick a side. I'm not going to pick a team, right? Yeah, and you know, have a whole squad behind me going, yeah, yeah, get him, get him, get him. No, that's whack. That's whack. There's been enough hurtings and killings. Yeah, people got shot in Colorado. Y'all could have it. Y'all. So you know what? Y'all could defend with love and joy. I'm really troubled by. Look, maybe y'all had tried to have a discussion before. Then show me. Show me y'all have tried to have a discussion with these people in some way, right? And the people who are with the Guardians of Divinity, if they're not listening to you, then I understand where you have to escalate. But I would definitely encourage, right? And some things that I've seen, there's actually been I think they put out a position statement. You can see once again that they are, as far as I can see, right, they're dealing with their own issues, but they are actually returning my messages. United Against Racism and Fascism is not. There's someone else who has contacted me, and it's really dumb. I mean, they're calling me dumb and shit. Okay, what are you actually done for trans and queer people? This person who sent me the email. I want to know, right? Are you actually, right, addressing their issues in beyond, right? Yeah, this drag queen story hour. There's a lot of other issues, right, where gays are and trans people are excluded from housing, from job discrimination, all this other thing for real. And this hyper team sports type of thing that's going on is extremely destructive and polarizing. And actually, I'm here to support trans. If someone who's trans wants to participate at a normal, story hour, I think that's they should be allowed to, right? They shouldn't be ghettoized or, why is this event being portrayed as the fight for the gay and trans community? And actually, I'd like to hear more from the trans people who are actually involved with this event. You know what I mean? I hear a lot about the critics, right? Yeah, but it's so I invite you to come on my show and talk about it. I really do. I really want to work this out. And if you are participating in having the event tomorrow, like, oh, before I get that, my boy, Christopher Leon Johnson does not like them at all. So he knows them better. And honestly, they might be scumbags. They might just be playing nice, right? I'm not saying, oh, look, they messaged me, so they're cool, right? Yeah. It could be them trying to, game the system or not. I need to find out for myself. But if you're participating in the event tomorrow as a supporter for people who are in drag, and God bless you, for real, Eric Botcher, right? I'm not going to say you're grooming until I see more evidence of that, right? He might just be, but I think there's a conversation that could be had here, and I encourage some of the stuff like that guy who was saying, like, they would have been beat up like in the 90s. You don't gotta address that. That's stupid, as far as I'm concerned, right? Yeah, and if that makes me a target tomorrow from that side, oh well. They all hate me. I don't give a fuck. Right? Both sides are discriminating against Asian American activists. Let's be real. United Against Racism, my ass. But the fact of the matter is that some of the concerns and honestly, right, Guardians of Divinity, look, your people just got arrested, so I understand you and your feelings. So the Justice Smollett shit, I mean, I understand they're going to get triggered off of that. But this book right here, once again, I think is actually a very,
Is like this.
it's worth examination, and it's worth a discussion. And I want to call all them politicians right the fuck now. You know what I mean? Including Eric. But I'm also going to call out like Diane Sayre, Larry Sharp, all these people that's supposedly going to fight against corruption and are going to fight for peace. You know what I mean? They have some kind of imperialism event going on February, right? Fighting for world peace. How are you going to fix overseas when you ain't fixed home yet? You haven't a chance, right? Those people from China and Russia, they're from a different culture that you don't understand. And as an Asian American, I can see the disregard you have for us, straight up, right? But as in terms of this event right here, how are you going to fix overseas when you ain't fixed home yet? Right now, you could be speaking up and encouraging these people to just have using your platform, you could say, we're going to have a discussion with both sides. Both sides would probably love to have the exposure, maybe not, right? But at least having their concerns addressed. Maybe you're for the trans community, maybe you're against the trans community. I am an ally of the trans community. And if y'all, and honestly, wait, another thing I'm going to mention is, I don't know if Crackhead Barney's showing up. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm not going to allow her to get hurt. Just straight up, you know what I mean? Here you could see, she's, right, these are the guys of Vinny. They don't like her. They don't like her outlandish style. I'm a huge fan. But I also know what happened to, what's her name? Polish American Brotherhood, where they threw all kinds of stuff onto her. She's actually Asian American. Yeah? You want to call her a Nazi? I mean, I don't think Nazis are for white supremacy, right? And it's white people beating up on Asian Americans for, in the name of fighting racism. That's the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard. For real. It's disgusting. So, look, I am, once again, really, I know how trans people get shut out and disregarded, and I understand them wanting to fuse together and, in a way, when are Asian Americans allowed to fuse together like this, by the way? Not really, right? But when are Asian Americans protested like this? Not really either. I'll show you some people that I recognize from. Where are they? Maybe I'll see them in this event here. Right? Okay, I don't see them in this video, but there are people from the event, right? Yeah, who are on the side of the Guardians of Divinity, who I do recognize, and who have faced discrimination themselves for being gay in that community. You can see that some people in the community are not really, happy about gay people or things like that, right? Or trans community or things like that. So, they put out a position statement. Okay. I would like look, if y'all can't sit down and talk to each other, maybe at least, right, Eric Botcher or, the people who are organizing the drag queen event, right? I'm encouraging you guys, not saying you guys have to, if you guys don't want to, that's your right. But in the interests of making it clear to everybody, and a lot of people are new to this situation, right? I don't want to hear about a shooting going off tomorrow. I do not want to hear about anybody getting hurt or arrested. It's just, I just don't think it's necessary at all. I think we can sit down. We don't even need to sit down. We can have a discussion about this issue. And if we can't even sit in the same room, at least we can send these documents back and forth to have, some type of, forward, at least find some points of agreements. At least, right? What defenders of drag queen story hours say, they say they will instill the imagination and play of gender fluidity in childhood and gives actually queer role models. Their mission statement claims that our chapter network creates diverse, accessible, and culturally inclusive family programming. Okay, what they don't say is the price. I wonder how much they're charging for this event, by the way, right? How much taxpayers are being billed? That's a fair question. Some members of the LGBTQ community, those who disagree with these, are bigoted, homophobic, and transphobic. They claim that the drag queen story hours are not sexual. Are they claiming that? I haven't put that out, right? And I'm actually eager to see this, right? Maybe they say it's not sexual. Do they say that or don't they say that? I don't know. I haven't really seen their position. What I've seen is defend drag queen story hour. I don't really know what drag queen story hour is to these people. I really don't. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not. I don't know yet. Make it clear. And so, I'm not saying everybody's going to agree with you. They're not. But in the end, right, just be transparent. That's what I want, right? I'm not really, and really credible people like my man Christopher Leon Johnson have said that these people are no good. Very credible. So, And I don't doubt that some of them are definitely like off the deep end and not cool. I could see that, but I definitely feel that there's people in there that are ready to have a reasonable conversation, at least on some aspects, right? And I feel like that's true. And by the way, Guardians of Divinity, right? Yeah, I want to say that I know we don't see the evidence for this, right? From the United Against Racism and Fascism, who, strangely enough, I don't see any Asian American men. But the thing is that, I would also, right, I know maybe you guys feel like they're all groomers. I would ask you guys to step back from that, right? Maybe some people are not, right? Maybe they're being, even in the worst case scenario, right? Maybe some of them are just supportive of people who are being discriminated against, right? And they don't really want the children to be groomed on the other side too, right? Maybe they're just overlooking something. Maybe you all can make that point. So it seems to me that there's forces at the top that are invoking division, fear, labeling of others, and trying to hype up the environment. And this has been going on nationally. Look, I'm just going to say it, right? The way that this is happening on a national front and in a coordinated way, is this the CIA or is this like maybe corporate campaign consultants, right? It feels coordinated to me, and it feels like this is a narrative that's being pushed onto us. It feels dishonest, right? Like the email was sent to me. This has been going on for 5 years. Why is it all of a sudden an issue now, right? Like, it's okay for it to be an issue, but it seems coordinated. I know people are coming in from out of state for this shit. Out of state, yeah? This shit is really raising up in... It's very concerning. I don't want to get shot tomorrow. I really don't. I'm really debating if I'm going to go tomorrow or not. But who's there going to be promoting a message of open discussion? It's going to be Eric Botcher. I get where he feels under attack, right? He's there like, this is the face of LGBTQ hate, right? Yeah, he's like, filming it. He's under attack, right? And the Guardians of Divinity putting in like Justin Smollett shit. I'm not saying you don't have the right to do that, but considering how people got shot and stuff, it's not going to help your cause either. I want y'all to just sit down and say, our issues are, and I like this document, right? It gives us something to work from, right? They're worried about the sexualization of, they claim it's not sexual. Maybe that's true or not. I haven't seen anything from the Drag Queen Story Hour people. I went to their website. Let's go take a look again. Grooms children to accept sexual behavior, right? You could address this concern and say, you know what? We're not grooming children to accept sexual behavior. These are the materials that we're presenting. These are the, actions that we're refraining from. Is that too much for y'all? I don't think it is. We reject the idea that our tax dollars should fund these drag queen story hours. That's fair, right? Yeah, that's just the political thing, right? Yeah. I don't see them saying that we think all gay people should die or any of this fucking, stuff. So please stop it. They don't want to, though. Yeah. Some people have something to gain. And by the way, how much are they getting paid to do this, right? There's been, questions about, how much money they're receiving, right? Our programs are funded by New York City Council members, right? Yeah. How much are they getting? Is there any money for Asian Americans? I want to know, right? Yeah. Look, I'm not against, right, these people getting help, right? I sympathize because my people also do not get help. Let's go to About. Celebrate gender diversity. Okay, inform all forms of difference to build empathy and give kids to express themselves however they feel comfortable. And if there's parents who find this, something that they want their kids to participate in, that's, they should also be, watching what's going on, not just giving a green light because it's a drag event. But maybe it could be good, it could be bad, right? I could see it work both ways. Really, I think it's kind of sad that they have to have a special event because they're so excluded from other events, right? They're not allowed to participate, so they had to set up their own event. And sometimes that's true. We see the black community did that, where they said, you know what, these white people not allowing us in. We got to set up our own shit. So Guardians of Divinity, I know they have members of the minority community as well in there. gay people, black people, right? Yeah. Where's the Asian Americans at? I think I'm the only one, but you know, whatever. I'm not saying I'm a member of Guardians of Divinity, but they're willing to talk to me, right? Once again, they actually got back to me, right? Yeah, and they gave a reason because their member group was arrested. They're dealing with their own problems. They are not getting back to me. Right now, we see 135,000 views, 350 retweets, right? They're being labeled as violent, loud bigots. Some of them are probably doing that, right? Yeah. You might call, yo, Crackhead Barty. I'm a big fan of her, right? Yeah. She's actually on the other side. She's fighting against those protesters, yeah. And yo, she's very brave. I'm a huge fan of the Crackhead Barty. Yeah. I'm a big fan. She's very brave right here, right? You can see her facing off against them. She's also, right? Yeah. People call her, what's that again? What was the terminology? What they say? Violent something else? Yeah. People call her violent and crazy, whatever. You know what I mean? It's easy to label, hard to understand the people. Yeah. So, look, Guardians of Divinity, right? You guys people are calling you, right? Yeah, violent, crazy. I hope y'all don't do the same thing to Crackhead Barney. Look, I'm finger pointing. Okay, like this is theater to an extent, yeah, but when people are getting hurt, it goes too far. I feel for this. Can you imagine having to be this cop right here? That sucks. You know what I mean? This is, he might not even agree with these people, but the fact of the matter is that they just got to make the best of the situations they can. So, look, she's very brave, and this community feels like they're under attack, and they have been. I hope that Guardians of Divinity can also, admit that the trans community is treated unfairly. And maybe y'all don't agree with it, right? They are discriminating, and maybe you all approve of that discrimination, but I haven't really seen, right? Once again, we'll go to their messaging. Let's go and see what they actually say. Maybe I'm missing some stuff. Yeah, this is actually problematic. Why damn drag queens, right? Yeah, why not drag queens, right? But, I don't want, people that are going to try to victimize children to be at the event, but just because they're trans doesn't mean they're necessarily going to do that. And just because they're a pretty white woman who's, doesn't mean that, right? Doesn't mean that just because they're identified as a woman either, right? I'm sure I could find men who've also been involved in, sex scandals with children and stuff, yeah? Okay? It's not exclusive to that community. This is a problem that all communities are facing with, and all communities should play a part in addressing. And are they being unfairly targeted because of the, gender, sex related, stuff going on? I think there is some unfair targeting, but so we can see that they have different levels from $0 to $1,000. Bilingual is also the same price. Reading with Royalty Middle School is from free to $1,000. So, $1,000 to read some stories versus maybe not getting paid to read the stories. Who's getting the money from this? Is it the actual performers, or is it going to be the people who are running the organization? I want to know. Right? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know enough yet to really criticize the drag scene Queen Story Hour people, but we bring our own books selected from our list of age-appropriate picture books. Oh, they do have. Okay. What are these books? Okay, so that book that was, what was the book that was here where they were, hey, look, I'm finding more, yeah? Maybe, people could point to the website, right? Yeah, let's take, what was the title of that book again that I found problematic?
Here in Barnes and Nobles.
It was
here in the
called,
kids section.
look, I
Taking a
believe
look
that there's a
at kids'
possible,
books.
like a
Here's this
decent way to
book
present the
called,
material.
What's Happening
To Me. So if What's Happening to Me is on that list, I'm not cool with it. But if that book's not on the list, that's a good sign. Okay, what's happening? It's right there. It's not coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna type happening to me. Okay, it's not popping up. So that book has not made the list. Princess Hair. I mean, if they want to talk about, right, yeah, about hair and stuff, not the biggest thing. You know what I mean? I'm not sure that all the kids are going to be into it. Maybe some of them will be, some of them won't be. It's okay to be different. Seems okay. Just add glitter. I never liked glitter, but you know, if some people like it, sure, okay, you know. You don't always get what you want, right? Not quite Snow White. Okay. Look, so if they've published the books that they're going to be reading at. So if Gardens of Divinity have a problem with one of these specific books, then I would recommend that they publish, you know, their problems with this particular set. But the books that they are showing, right, are not necessarily on the list. So maybe they already chose to eliminate that book on their own accord, and they should get credit for that. Or, you know, if that's how y'all feel, right? Not that everybody will agree with that. There will be some people who want that book to get read, right? Okay, I don't approve of that, but that's their rights. So, Born Bad, it's just a title. I have to see how that's in context, right? I can't really know. So, a lot of these other, you know, people are, the far right had placed a target on drag story hours nationwide, and New York is no exception. That's true. It's getting very worrisome, and I'm really not happy about it. You know, I think people are making money and getting attention and using the suffering of trans people for their own agenda. They placed a target. It's really disgusting to me. Let me see if there's any chat going on here. Okay, so 2 people watching. Look. I can't do it alone, yeah? Some of y'all have to fight for peace for yourselves. You know what I mean? Some of y'all have to... These politicians and stuff, yeah? These leaders, these not-for-profit people, right? They are staying away from this. They're hiding. That's your leaders. Fuck is that? People are getting shot. There's an obvious escalation in violence here. And we can have a discussion and work this out. Where is the leadership on this shit? I don't want to be fucking leader. Honestly, a lot of people are going to run to you and try to manipulate for you in their own ends. Right? But the fact of the matter is that someone needs to step up. And because these people are comfortable in their fucking executive suites charging $1,000 for the event, are the performers even getting any money from that? I want to know. Where's the Asian Americans at in the whole fucking thing, right? Yeah? I want to know. They say they're against racism. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, look. I am waiting to hear back from these people. This is going to happen tomorrow. So, I've sent out, once again, right, I've sent out the tweets to the people involved. Eric Botcher, the Drag Queen Story Hour. I'm going to send them an email right now on the screen. Okay, support, press. Is there a way to contact them? Okay, I will also post to their Facebook. You know, a link to my. Yes. Okay, we're gonna send them an email. Okay. And oops. Okay, let's not show the Salamander Brandy thing. Okay. And I will actually send them an email. I'm going to look up for Botcher's email as well. Okay, so here, let's pull this to the side here. Okay. Okay. Look, these people say, oh, I never got the message. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so NYC Drag Queen Story Hour.org. Okay. We're gonna send, okay. Gonna look up Eric Botcher's email. Okay. Okay. Do the Guardians of Divinity have their email up as well? Let me see that other thing that I have, right? Yeah. Guardians of Divinity. Okay. Okay, I'm going to their Twitter page now. I'm on their screen. See if they have an email up. They have an Instagram. They have a website. Going there now. This is my first time seeing their website. Oh shit, they posted on their site. Okay. Now they're probably getting lots of hate stuff. Is there an email here? Connect. Okay. I want to know what they up to. Look, I can't be really I cannot be either supportive or, you know, critical. Okay, so all right, I have had several discussions. So this is me just talking to the people at the Drag Queen Story Hour. I would like to talk to the people on the other side of it, right? Yeah. I know some people personally. I don't I'm a little bit nervous about putting their emails in there. Fuck it. The Guardians of Divinity. Let me see if there's with a Google Doc. Yeah, that means they have a Google account. Yeah, so let me look at that. Okay. There's a Google Drive. And then I should be able to find their Gmail account. Damn, I don't want to blow up their Gmail account either. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. So this is okay, so anyways, yes. So okay. I will actually show myself throwing this into their Twitter feed as well, because you can see that they are responding to me on the Twitter, right? I will finding peace before tomorrow's event. I have talked with Guardians of Divinity, and they are responding to me, but you know, the Drag Queen Story Hour people, but I have not received any response from the Drag Queen Story Hour or advocates on any official level. It is easy to paint, to take the most extremes, protesters, and paint them all with the same brush. But I see the same thing happening to black people. Of course, I can't speak about Asian Americans because they cannot understand or relate to Asian American problems. So I have to frame it in a racial thing that they can understand or, you know, sympathize with. It is what it is. But I see the same thing happening to black people when one black person does something negative. This is used to exclude all of them. Now, the fact of the matter is that grooming happens in many communities, such as the Catholic priesthood. And here is a list of 50 conventionally attractive females that have victimized young boys. Okay, let's go and send that link over there. Okay, where is that one? Okay. Yeah. This is so ridiculous. Okay. No one should be above transparency or accountability. Now, there's a list. Go to the oh, I got a message from the, okay, let me see if okay, I may have gotten permission from, okay. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to, I just got permission from Salamander Brandy, the DSA co-chair for Tennessee, and she says, right, I asked if I could, as I'm putting an official statement on tomorrow's event, can I quote what you said? And these are things I took from things she said earlier. She said it's okay. So I'm about to put an official statement on tomorrow's event. Can I quote what you said? And this is what she said. In all honesty, the people need to build their own systems of trust within the community. Yeah? These people are coming in from out of state, blah, 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 news, right? These people that they give us, right? Yeah? I'm going to be out there. Crackhead Barney's going to be there. You know, people from Gardens of Vineyard are going to be out there. Some of them are saying whack shit. And, you know, we can agree to disagree. But before events tomorrow happens, let's see what we can agree on. Can we do that, please? Yeah? Right? The community, right? That's right, yeah? And also, the people need to build their own systems of trust within the community. And that happens when trust has to be built. Right? Yeah? I understand the concerns, right, with the Guardians of Divinity. Right? I understand that they're looked upon as fear. But eventually, right, yeah, if you want to have peace with these people, we should have a conversation, and I would like to see that happen. And trust me, I've been down this road. Okay, so here we go, right? This is also what she said. And trust me, this was in response to, right, another thing that I said. And trust me, I've been down this road most often than not ends in betrayal. Hey, God, I know about that. How many racial justice groups have I worked for that never gave a damn about Asian American men? 99% of them. Let's be real. They gave lip service. They never fucking really helped me. But so I understand but also the right have the strategy of using crocodile tears of trying to meet in the middle to secretly gain more power and are the portions, okay, gain more power. And are the portions I plan on using was me responding, saying like, these are the quotes I plan on using. So that's true. Also, lefties, though, also be using like the crocodile tears united against racism while they not including Asian Americans. They just want the black people's power and the Latino people's power. And they use them and they don't include us. So they're really not against racism. So as in terms of crocodile tears, it's not just the right, it's the left too. They fucking suck too. So I'm about to put, so, you know, sure that she allows me to use it. Stop. And she wants me to stop using people as scapegoats for a dying system. Goddamn right. Right? That's what I want to say to Guardians of Divinity. They are being used as scapegoats. Right? Yeah, they're trying to fuel, right, the rage and the anger into the trans community when really, right, I'm not saying there probably are some trans people that are out there doing bad things. There are also straight people out there doing bad things and non-trans people. And there are trans people out there doing good things and doing things that you probably approve of on both sides of the scale, right? So, but no one should be above transparency and accountability. Straight up, yeah. I am sending a copy of this to the Guardian of Divinity. Just so you know. I am documenting this on my live stream. so that we can all, so the evidence exists that someone tried to promote discussion and compromise over finger pointing and labeling and fighting. Yeah. Okay. So, just fix the spelling right here. Okay. Conventionally. Whatever. Conventionally. What? Am I missing an N? Convention. Yeah, convention. I can't. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Some of the, there are a variety of problems that the community, that the protesters have about the event that I think can be addressed. In the video, I'm a nobody. That's why they'll be allowed to disregard this message. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Some people are gonna help and some people not. Whatever. Anyways, let's go. So, right here, I'm gonna show them this video.
Kids section, taking a look at the kids' book.
We can see that there is a book that I believe most would find problematic. This book is not on the list of approved reading at NYC Drag Queen Story Hour events. If the issues is what is being read to the kids, perhaps we can find common ground. Another issue is concerns about sexualizing behavior, like teaching twerking to young kids. While I've seen this in other videos, I have yet to see this type of behavior, what I feel is inappropriate, are happening at New York City's drag queen story reading events. But I haven't really been following this. If NYC Drag Queen Story Hour addresses some of these concerns of the protesters, I think it would be more productive to show that you are working together for compromise. The latest shootings in Colorado are ridiculous. And the polarization and the team sports shit is really hurting our society. It is. There will be kids event tomorrow, and already we see people pushing each other, each other, people getting arrested, and all kinds of horrible and all kinds of escalation of problematic behaviors on my Twitter feed. There's proof that they're getting back to me, and there will be proof that you do not get back to me. I'm gonna show it right now. I'm gonna send them the proof and the evidence. Yeah, look, are we gonna really talk about this or not? Yeah, some bullshit. Find this. Where's this one? Yeah, it's in the live series, right? Yeah. Ron Pacone, fuck out of here. Okay. Video. I have shown proof that the, let me grab this one too, okay? On my videos, I've shown proof that the Guardians of Divinity are willing to have a conversation and talk with me. I am also documenting that y'all are not really having a discussion. That y'all are that this flyer. Okay, let's go and take a look. Okay, yeah. Yo, where's the Asian Americans at? Where's the Asian Americans at? Show me one. Good luck finding one, yeah? Yo, Asian American meaning looks like me, right? You're gonna take like your Arabics, right? Y'all hate East Asians the most. Anyways, yeah, so where is there UARAF? Is that what it is? Oh my god. Okay, look, I'll just show. Okay, where is it? Okay. Where is there? Okay. So let me put this in. Okay, copy image. Oh no, actually, let me drop it in with. Oh shit. Okay, fuck. I hope it saved the draft. Don't make me have to type the whole shit over again. Oh, so annoying. Draft. Well, whatever. Okay, we're gonna have to redo it. Okay, so, but we're gonna show that this has been, okay, let's show how many times this has been retweeted. Yeah, this is serious. Yeah, okay. Has gotten, okay. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. This is just so annoying. Okay. So look, we're gonna have to do this again. Okay. So look, we're gonna have to fucking type this in. This is so annoying. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's go to once again, right? Yeah, Eric Botcher. Hey, look, I understand if you're not going to be watching this whole thing, but I'm just gathering the evidence that these people are not really having discussions. So let's drop this in here. Okay. Up in the drag queen story hour people, and I will also copy and paste this into the Twitter where they're talking with me on the thing. Okay, so what's the other one? Drag queen story hour. In story. New York City. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Booking. Yeah. They like using the faces. Do they actually, are these people really getting taken care of even by this organization? I really want to know. Maybe, I hope they are. Maybe. I'm... Okay. Well, I will send it to this person over here. Okay. Okay. Call for compromise. Okay. Move back to the thing again. Well. Remember. All good deeds only receive punishments. What does that mean? What's gonna happen to me tomorrow? Does anybody give a fuck? So bitter. So bitter to go through this activism shit. The fakes will be raised to the sky. The honest players will be. Right? The team leaders will make sure that, that my work is actually on this topic is destroyed. Anybody else who worked on the same thing, trying to bring it together? Okay. No worries. Stop listening to the fucking ones that they give you. To message you don't do that. What? Where is the message from? Oh, that's on the Instagram. That's on Twitter. Oh my god. Fucking. Well, this is I mean, if this, right? Okay, so now we see some more stuff coming out, right? Yeah. If this is accidentally exposes genitals, yeah, that should not be happening. But But if it's an accident, I mean, it's an accident. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, look, I think this is a
Here in the kids section, taking a look at the kids' books, and here's this book called "What's Happening to Me," and it's for children. This is for children. It's right here. What's an erection?
I'm gonna check the chat while I'm here.
What is being taught to little
I don't know if
kids?
anybody's. If
And
you have
it's
something to
pretty
say while I'm putting
illustrative
this, typing this message,
with
then let me know.
cartoon characters with
I'll be stronger with
gigantic
community
boners.
helping me to
And,
forge this thing.
they've got cartoon illustrations of women with their breasts fully out because apparently a small child needs to see images like this. And this book pretty much takes you through a boy's guide, 8 to 10
what is it
years
called
old.
again?
Full-blown male genitalia of a 17 to 18-year-old. And they have descriptions. It's like, look at this. They have descriptions of 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13, 14 minors, full-blown nude. This is child pornography, ladies and gentlemen.
Tensions are rising here in New York
This is
City.
trash.
If we look at the video, if you watch the video above, there are. It is easy. It's protesters. The broad brush. It's the most extreme view. But really, you look at a lessons from history. You can see that black people just as and whole race of being bad, it is also wrong to take a few protesters and paint and accuse all the protesters of sharing their ideology, criminal nature, or stuff like that. There are some concerns I believe we can achieve compromise on, and may already be being addressed. There are elements of the book that I find problematic. If I was this book to you know, chosen aged 5 to 8. Even older, honestly. But here is the book that approved books that will be presented at Drag Queen Story Hour in New York City. And that book in the video is not on the list. Yeah, it's true. Let me go to the Drag Queen Story Hour. Damn. They've been at a lot of events. Holy shit. Yeah? Damn. Damn, they making cashola. Who's booking me? Nobody. Who needs an Asian American fucking entertainer? Nobody. At least they don't need me. Haha. Look, I get it. I get it. Yeah? Wow. Yeah, y'all gotten. Hey, I mean, I ain't mad at y'all getting to eat. You know what I mean? I ain't mad, but damn. Yo, I mean, y'all making a lot of progress. There's a lot of there's a book list. Okay. Yeah, the book list over here. Yeah. On the list. Issue with one or multiple books in this list, then they could address that instead of picking and choosing what represents the other side, which both sides are engaging, which I feel both sides are engaging in. Yeah, I really do. Yeah, y'all are being whack. For real. Anyways, it's not on the list. By choosing the books. Discussion would be more productive? The dialogue would be more productive about the actual books being read to kids. New York City would be more productive. Yeah, okay. Another concern is behaviors that are going on at some of these, at some of the, it's, and I believe that trans people are unfairly targeted. But Catholic priests programs to Boy Scouts to what else? To in list above, you can see that rumors exist in all communities. And it is fair for parents and community members to ask questions and investigate. Regardless of the identity of the event. I think that because there is a list, of books, I do believe that I see Greg in the story hour is probably is trying to address the concerns of people that questions this event, this kind of activity. If so, to find a way find what we can agree on. Let's see, I actually have a I've actually including Democrats and Republicans, as well as others, and have been in discussions with trans co-chair of Tennessee's, or is it Memphis? Tennessee's ESA on this issue. Yeah. There's a lot of, we need to build trust in our community. And discussion in our community. Not division and extremism. I understand there's a lot of protests going Going to Brooks' home. Brooks going through windows. The shooting in Colorado. There are signs that we are at a critical point. There seems to be other players involved that are on the story for their own agenda. As an Asian American man, I recognize when things are going downhill. Is highlighted as a target with frustration and anger. Happens to Asian Americans all the time. We're at a critical point. The flyer below a good number of people coming out to violent to confront the violent, loud bigots. If they are, I'm not a big fan of labels. Either side. I'm hoping that how about other side? While Brian Davini is going to talk. I'm not receiving any response. Meanwhile, I am not happy with either side. If they cannot, they will not have a discussion. By leadership situation address the concerns before tomorrow's plans. I'm hoping that we can both sides. Find solutions. Points. agreements, compromise. There are this could be may very well happen. I'd like to create space for a dialogue on a discussion, not violence. Okay, so this is a long ass letter. I'm gonna send this also to Guardians of Divinity. Ugh. Ugh. This is happening tomorrow. I really hope nobody gets shot. This is ridiculous. So ridiculous, yeah? To Mike Hanno. Send this to it's a pretty good guy. Send this to Chris Leon Johnson. Christopher Leon Johnson. His thing, Chris Leon Johnson, there's that guy. Who else participated? Eric Frankel. I'll just put it in the email later, yeah, because he participated in the discussion. I'll put in Theo and Paperwood Prince. Paperwood Prince ain't really talking to me because he's backing up fucking. He's disappointed, but you know he's supposed to be a. Is he gonna show up to the event or is he gonna lay low? Come on, man. You're supposed to be a representative for the LGBTQ plus community, man. You're gonna have their back or what, bro? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Anyways, look, you know you can still be a part of this, man. But come on, man. Come on, man. All right. I'm gonna shoot this out. He mad because I dissed his girlfriend, freaking Minnie Scarlet. Fuck out of here. They also excluding Asian American men. Whatever. Mad racist. Anyways, racism is okay as long as he's getting his, you know, whatever service by. Man, it's bullshit. Anyways, that's the allies that I get to. Yeah, betrayal. Word up. I know all about it. Salamander. I know all about it. I know all about it. Yeah. Not yet. Officials will look at books on the list, no concerned behaviors. So far, I have not seen it working. Didn't tell you, etc. So, and let's put that in, yeah. Drag Queen Story Hour, City, okay. Which is the one that I saw? Okay, there was one at the Queens Library. I'm looking through the videos now. I haven't really watched through all of these videos here, so I'm not really sure, but I have seen the one that I saw at the Queens Library was looking okay. I'm not really into this drag stuff, so I really don't really be watching all I don't want to make like uninformed shit either. Is this the one here? Okay, wait. Probably the New York State Public Library. Okay. Yeah, the one they have on the channel. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so I'll put this in here. Okay. Just the books, right? Yeah, so. This is the footage that I've seen. So, if so. If protesters are concerned about, perhaps this group is not engaging with behaviors clearly present as such. Relay some of the concerns of the protesters. I'm sorry this last minute, yeah? Look, I've been trying to reach out to people the last couple days, yeah? Look, okay. Violence. I do not believe that the protesters are filled with defending this event with joy and love. I do not believe that. I feel like a fight is brewing. Just have a conversation. That's so. I'm gonna send this. I'm also going to document that I'm gonna bam. Okay, so we can see Eric Botcher should get this. Drag Queen Story Hour is gonna get this. One of the guys who puts in the event, right? Yeah, some other people that I know. I'm gonna shoot this over to them. Bam. Okay. I'm gonna also take this over. Oh damn. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. Sent. Over sent. People are gonna criticize me. Whatever. Hate me. Whatever. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm the bad guy. As per usual. I'm also going to send this. Okay. I've got a update here. We're going to. I will look into this. My hands are kind of full at the moment. Craziness. That's Jackson Heights. I take your investigations. Okay, so now I'm going to send this to let me see that I sent this. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot this over to Where is this? Oh, this is my Instagram. Okay, we gotta go through the Twitter. Okay. I'm gonna also shoot this to Crackhead Barney on Instagram as well. Okay, I'm sending this to I'll send it to both of them. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Send this to them. How about the other side? Okay. So now they have a copy of the mail that I sent them. Okay. Station. Station. Yeah, this is true. Not that we don't. Yes, so there's that, right? Yes, the guy in the Vatican Sea. I'll send this to I'll send this to the people who are arranging tomorrow's event as well. Send this to their Twitter, right? Yeah. Maybe they're gonna target me. They could go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at that right there. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully we'll receive some type of look, I know it's not as exciting, yeah, as my edited material. This is just the honest day-to-day activists trying to prevent fucking, you know, more bullshits. Yeah. No, I have not. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so let's see. Okay. Just have conversation. That's true. Okay, so we'll see if this goes anywhere. Whatever, man. Yo, the trans community face a lot of discrimination, and they're treated really unfair. And I am, believe it or not, yeah, I am very sympathetic to their issue. All right, well, let's see what happens now. So, is that, oh, I'm also gonna send to Crackhead Barney over here. I already sent Crackhead Barney some stuff talking about, right, yeah, about just trying to, so I'm gonna see if I see her there. Once again, I do see Crackhead Barney as a friend, and I'm a big fan of her work. I know a lot of people on the Guardians of Divinity side do not like her, but you know, just like from this, where was that event? Yeah. I know a lot of them don't like her. But, you know. Oh, wait, maybe. I don't know this guy yet, but. Yeah, come on, man. Just let her. She's just a mic, man. Take it easy, bruh. God damn. Anyways, yeah. Like, these people are the most extreme. So apparently, she's the one who I believe was also involved with. In the car when BLM protesters got ran over. This guy got arrested for some BS, you know what I mean? Yeah, like this is not really. There's kids inside, like, you know, come on, man. Yeah, so I will see if Crackhead Barney shows up, yeah. Look, she's a human being too, yeah. She's wild and she's out there, but you know, I'm wild and out there too. Yo, Crackhead Barney crazy. That's my girl though. What's up? Yeah. Probably anyways. So you can see that I'm reaching out to these groups, trying to make peace, trying to prevent polarization. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, see, they're actually right. Yeah, look. That's the evidence right there, right? But especially we can address some of the concerns that persons have versus labeling them anti-gay. I hope we can talk and read. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. Look, it's gonna pop off tomorrow. If some more shit happens before tomorrow, right? Yeah. If I get an email back, I will let you guys know what's going on. Yeah. We'll see. I really don't want to see anybody hurt tomorrow. This is ridiculous.